Hi, it's Maija here with the third video in my November Random TBR, and it's time for you to pick what I will read next week. I've decided to go with the poll voting option. I got a lot more votes that way, and I got a couple of comments in favor of the polls. Last time you chose for me to read, actually you chose a tie when I checked it on Monday morning, it was a tie. So I decided to go with the votes as they were on Sunday evening when I checked them the previous time. And back then, The Creatures of Will and Temper by Molly Tanzer was winning the retelling of Dorian Gray. And I am currently, when I'm filming this on Wednesday, I have read until part 2, so I'm about 100 pages in. It has been mostly set up so far. I don't really know what the plot is yet. Once again, I asked for 2 numbers on Twitter, and I got 7 from @anyweebs, that's Weebka from One Book One Review, and 16 from @geekingthething. So here we go. So the first number was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, a classic. And that is Howard's End by E.M. Forster. The next one is 16, that is the last of these books, but I'm gonna count anyway because it's fun. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that is The Winged Histories by Sofia Samatar. Number 7 was Howard's End by E.M. Forster. I think I've gotten number 7 before in these videos, but since I've picked books to read from my TBR shelf, this isn't the same as that time. I've read 2 books from E.M. Forster before. My favorite is A Room with a View, but then I've also read Maurice, and this is the one that I was the next most interested in from his books because there was a new adaptation made from this. I think it was a mini-series perhaps, and I'm interested in watching that, and I actually know nothing about the plot. It says it's a heartbreaking and provocative tale of 3 families at the beginning of the 20th century, the rich Wilcoxes, the gentle idealistic Schlegels, and the lower middle class Basts. Forster often tackles class in his books, so this one is option number 1. And then the other one was The Winged Histories by Sofia Samatar, which I've owed for a while. I think I bought this for myself as a birthday present, but haven't read it. I really liked A Stranger in Olondria by Sofia Samatar, which was the first novel set in this same world. And this one is the story of 4 women who are caught up on opposing sides of a violent rebellion. One of them is a soldier, there's a scholar, a poet, and a socialite. And it says that they struggle not just to survive, but to make history. And this is a companion novel, the first one, so both of them are standalones. The saga of an empire and a family, their friendships, their enduring love, their arcane and deadly secrets. Samatar asks who makes history, who endures it, and how the turbulence of historical change sweeps over every aspect of a life and over everyone, no matter whether or not they choose to seek it out. So the poll is now up in the corner. This is the first time that you have to choose not between 2 fantasy books, but a classic and a fantasy book. And you have the whole weekend to vote, and I will start the one that you choose on Monday. So do you want me to read Howard's End by E.M. Forster or The Winged Histories by Sofia Samatar?